Okay guys, so as I was uploading the video onto the computer that I just uploaded now about Zuckerberg, I think I looked on Twitter or something, and I decided to do just a very quick reading right now about a question I had that I had seen on the news about the elections in Alabama. And of course I am in New York, and I don't really know anything about Alabama politics other than what was on the news about Roy Moore. And of course, as a woman and who lives in New York, and I probably would not vote for Roy Moore, but I believe he had the lead, or I thought my logic says that he's going to win and that everything is going on his favor, also because of Alabama and their electorate is traditionally Republican. So I just, because in a way, because I am so not involved, and I don't, it's going to sound like a bad thing to say, but kind of like I don't really care that much. I'm not as, for example, with the Facebook and all that, I feel like I'm affected directly. I see it happening. I don't really follow politics in Alabama, so in a way I wanted to know, just to test it, just to see what it's going to say. Because I looked at the picture and I thought, oh, I believe that Roy Moore has better chances. So let's see what the cards say. And again, it's just, this is obviously just for entertainment purposes. Well, who knows what's really going to happen? I'm just reading the cards. So anyway, what I did is I chose two different, before I did the reading, I picked two different cards. The King of Wands, let's see here, that's Roy Moore, and let me get the other one here, sorry. This is Doug Jones, the Democrat. So this is the side for Roy Moore, and this is the side for Democrat. So again, I shuffled and just did the reading, and I was very surprised that the cards were actually very clearly in favor of the Democrat. And I think he's behind. So I don't know, it's kind of scary because like the cards are so clearly bad for Roy Moore, and I'll go over that. And they're actually pretty good, very good for the Democrat candidate. I don't know anything about him. But so here, I'm just telling you about the cards. Because I feel like there is just no way that you could see these cards. There's this positive. They're just like really, really bad. So, okay, so this is him. The High Priestess here is a card of secrets and things that are unknown. So the Hangman right after it is a card of like where nothing is happening. As things are in a standstill, the person doesn't have the power to do anything. They're kind of, everything's been suspended. It's literally what it is. And then you have the Tower, which is famously the worst card in the tarot. So the card Tower means the end, kind of things imploding, institutions imploding, things coming to an end in a way that you can't do anything about it, that you're not involved in necessarily. It's not of your making, but it's something you can't stop. It's too big, it's too strong. And so what I did, the format of these readings was I thought, okay, let me have traditional tarot, because it's kind of, it gives more depth to the reading. So you would give more color to whatever the Lenormand cards say. The Lenormand is more direct, so it just gives you kind of like the facts, and the tarot gives color. So here you have the Lenormand, the Mice, which is a card about loss and theft. And here, theft about choices. So some kind of crossroads means choices and opportunities. So a loss and a theft regarding opportunities. And then the Scythe card, which is also a negative card. So here you have like, in the Lenormand, it's very important to look at what cards you're, like if the cards are negative or positive. And there, it's non-negotiable. You can't say, oh, it's like the cards have already like a negative or positive connotation. So here you have two overtly and very negative cards, the Mice and Scythe. So the Scythe card is about sudden end. It's actually, in a way, it's not as bad as the Tower card and the Tarot, because Tower card and Tarot is just kind of, is really, I think is the worst card. But the Scythe is like, cut, you know, it's like cut, sliced, an end, abrupt end. So it's actually a great parallel to the Tower. So what you see here is theft of options leads to an end, abrupt end. So here you have a secret. So it's possible that some sort of secret is revealed, which leads to an end. But I feel like there's things as outside forces related to this candidate that say that not only is he going to lose, but either his candidacy is going to be, something's going to end, because it is just like the cut card is strange. It's like I don't know, it's just it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like again, I've never done a reading about it. Like, actually, I just never done a reading about elections. Before I'd never done that. So I don't know in the context of elections what happens. But I feel like, again, it seems like there's something like a bigger force around this person that is not necessarily about voting itself. It's just like the staff situation, options, and the end. So maybe his connection to something, some secret's going to come out. I don't know what it is, but it looks just so bad that you can't deny it. You know, like, I feel like I've watched a lot of readings on YouTube about politics, and a lot of them are like, oh, you know, this is like, this is gonna happen. Like, it's kind of like there's good and bad. There's just like all these different things. But this one is just so direct that you just can't say like, oh, you know, it's, who knows what's gonna happen. Like, it's just like very clear. So then when you look at the Democrat candidate, here you have a new this is the government card of institution of government. So new money, government, man with money, money leads to man, government. Here you have a dispute. So it's possible, although this is not, how do you say it? Like, although this is not necessarily like, he doesn't have like, oh, great cards, like a card that is overtly extremely positive. You have this card of dispute, which is like, and it actually was, I don't love doing reversed readings in tarot. Actually, when I think about the context of this other one, the Five of Wands is a card of conflict and dispute. So if you think about it more literally, like, the dispute is turned upside down. So something bad happened. If it's like the something illegal happened or something like that, that it turned around, then he could win for that reason. Could be that. Here it says that this is the card of institution and group. That it's the Hierophant, otherwise referred to as the Pope. So it's a card of institutions, entering institution, serving institution. So it could definitely be government. So it's like man and government through money. There's a woman involved in this, and she has money or something like that. She's connected to fundraising, something like that. So because it's right behind her, there's the money. So man gets money and then gets the government. So it seems pretty straightforward on his end that he's gonna win because of these like completely unexpected circumstances. Again, I don't know anything. I just know the things that I see in the news about the, you know, kind of crazy Alabama guy and the other. I didn't even know that there was, I really assumed that he was like, he's gonna win or whatever. I'm just, again, reading what's on the cards. Who knows? I don't even know when this Alabama election is gonna happen. I'm just saying what I see on the cards, and then it's up for, who knows? We're gonna find out what's gonna happen. Okay, so just wanted to share with you guys. Okay, bye.